A welterweight bout here, Nicholas Dalby coming in at plus 175, the 38 years old, against Muslim Salikhov, who's 39 years old and coming in at minus 175. Over under 2.5 rounds, minus 155 for the over, plus 155 for the under. Both guys, one loss within their last 5 fights. Salikhov coming off the KO win to Andre Fialho, and Nicholas Dalby coming off the win to Warley Alves this January, split decision win. Who are you liking in this one? I know Nicholas Dalby seems like he's been your boy for a while.
Yeah. Were you on him too against Alves, or were we on opposite sides? Yeah, we were on opposite sides there.
Yeah.
I just like Nicholas Dalby's ability to have that pace and volume for all 3 rounds. I mean, he's a big, strong dude. He'll push you up against the cage. He'll land the volume, get some control at times. Like, he can kind of do it all. He averages over a takedown per fight, especially when he needs them. When he really needs the takedowns, it seems like that grappling and wrestling's there to kind of get him out or bail him out of bad situations, or just use it to win rounds. He does almost have a negative strike differential, but he's a tough dude. I mean, he's not out there getting dropped every fight or losing fights by knockout. He's really durable, and you mix that in with the cardio and pace is what I like about him, and he's able to win fights that way. But Salikhov, his striking's slick, man. I mean, those spinning kicks to the body he lands, he's fast with it. Beat Andre Fialho in his last fight, which now doesn't age like as well, just because Fialho is just getting knocked out left and right. So it's kind of hard to gauge where he's at too. I mean, guys like that, strikers should be knocking out Andre Fialho. So for that, lost by KO to Li Jingliang. I don't know, man. 39 years old. That number scares me a lot. But he is 19-3 as a 39-year-old. That's pretty impressive in itself. He showed that maybe he was going to slow down after the Lee knockout, but then goes and gets one himself. So that was impressive too. In this one, I really want to stick with Nicholas Dalby just because he doesn't really ever steer me wrong. Win over Alves, Claudio Silva, he's kind of been my guy, but man, I'm torn on this one. I really am. I'm going to stick with Dalby just because of my past history with him. This is a fight, honestly, that could go either way to me. I could see both guys having their moments on the feet, especially. I don't think we're going to see a knockout here unless it's Dalby doing the knockout, but he's not really that guy. I mean, he's not the guy to go out there and just find the chin and put you down. He's more of that pace and volume. So, yeah, man, give me Dalby here. Let's win a decision. I'm going to say 29-28 or split decision for him.
Yeah, I see this one being pretty close too. So, I mean, considering that, I'd probably lean the dog in Dalby because the takedown ability is there. Although Salikhov, he's not really getting taken down at will like that. Like, he's got pretty solid takedown defense, and he keeps you at range with those kicks. So that could be a problem for him. But I think the volume on the feet we saw in the last fight with Dalby, like, he put it on Warley Alves, who kind of gassed out, but at the same time, it's like he just outlasted him in that one. So, yeah, I mean, smaller cage. He's coming in here. I would probably just try to like push him up against the cage, control him. Just don't sit at kicking range with Muslim Salikhov. Like, that's about all you got to do, and probably easier said than done. But that's
Right.
I think that's the game plan you got to go in here with against Salikhov. And if he does that, I think he's got a good chance to win. So I'm gonna say dog or pass in this one. I don't know if I could, take Salikhov at minus 175 or even, on most books it's probably closer to minus 200 for Salikhov at this point. So I'm gonna go dog or pass. I'll stick it with you with Nicholas Dalby, slightly younger, 1 year younger, and it seems like he had that little resurgence when he came back on the London card last year.
Yeah.
And maybe he's been reborn. So I'll take him.